everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Liana, and today I'm doing an empties video, which I've never done before on this channel, but you know, there's first for everything. And this is just a mid-year empties. I'm thinking of doing these kind of bi-annually, so once every 6 months. And I have a couple of extras which are almost used up, which I'll feature first. These are two cake hand creams. Well, actually, one is a hand cream and one is a body cream. So this is the Delectable by Cake Ultra Nourishing Hand Cream in their strawberry and cream scent, which I've cut the top off of, and I'm keeping it fresh with plastic wrap and an elastic band. And then this is the Delectable by Cake Body Lotion, Triple Hydration in their Sweet Mint scent. And this was part of their Christmas line. So it had this one, a gingerbread one, which I'm trying so hard not to use up because it smells so good. Mandarin, and something to do with like a candy sort of scent. And yeah, so I cut the tops off of both of these and they're almost done. Everything else is actually completely finished. So I have all of these in a bag here, and we'll just reach in one by one and see what we come out with. So this is the Drunk Elephant Lala Retro Whipped Cream. This was a 5 milliliter deluxe size sample. These are such nice little containers that I'm going to keep them around and put maybe like lip balms or whatever in here. For travel, I actually did end up putting a lip balm in here because I had twisted it up too far and then it wouldn't go back down, so I just kind of took it out and smushed it in here and used the rest of it that way. And it worked out really well like that. So yeah, these are really nice containers and I will definitely keep these for something. They'll come in handy. This is the Makeup Forever Micro Finishing Loose Powder, the HD powder. This was another deluxe size sample. There's a teeny weeny bit left in here, but it won't come out. It won't come out through the holes. So I'm considering this finished. This was a really nice powder, but I have the e.l.f. HD powder and it's basically the same thing. I wouldn't buy this anyway because it's not cruelty free. And it's just so expensive. HD powders come in basically any line these days. You don't have to pay 50 bucks for a powder, you know? So yeah, I think it's a really good powder, but I have other alternatives at my disposal. Lots of sample sizes here. This is the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner in Trooper. Again, like, I can sometimes get a little bit out, but for the most part, it's all dried up. So this was part of a 500-point perk. It came with this. It came with a hand mirror, a lipstick, a couple of scents, which I can't use scents, so I think we just donated those. Yeah, it came with a bunch of different things, and I do really like this eyeliner. I've heard that the NYX Epic Ink eyeliner is the same, if not better than this. I haven't been able to find it in a store near me. So I would either have to place an order for it online or drive 30 minutes or so to get to the one and only NYX location here. Just to get one item seems a little bit absurd to me. So I'm hoping that I can just find it closer to me at some point. And if not, I might end up just buying this one because it's honestly, here in Canada, not that much more expensive than the NYX one. This is one of my favorite mascaras. This is the Annabelle Blast Off Mascara, and I can't find it anymore, which makes me very sad. You've no doubt heard me talk about this mascara before. It has a curved wand, which is a rubber wand. It's very similar to the Benefit Roller Lash, but I like this much better. This one is much cheaper. This one is cruelty free. I just really like it. It curls the lashes really nicely, keeps them up all day. It's very black. It doesn't flake. It doesn't smudge. And I can't find it anymore. They're not making it. I'm such a sad panda. Oh, don't you hate it when a favorite product is discontinued? This is part of my project Use It Up. This is the Tarte Purchased lip paint. This was part of the birthday gift from Sephora last year. It's in the shade Birthday Suit. I did end up taking the stopper out. There is a little bit of product, but not much. It's basically see-through at this point. I don't like this product. Even if I had no beef with Tarte, I wouldn't buy it again. I really like the color. It's a very slightly warm, but mostly neutral nude that's so flattering. I think they picked this and the blush color because they are fairly universal. They won't work for everyone, but they kind of like cut their losses and thought, okay, this will work for a lot of people. So it's a great color. If anyone has any recommendations for maybe like a NYX lip color or something, let me know because I really like this color. This is a Wet n Wild Mega Length mascara. It's not the best mascara out there. It does have a very, very, very flexible wand, very short rubber bristles. When I used to watch the Taylor, I haven't in quite a long time, she used to use this on her lower lashes a lot. I don't like it that way, to be honest, because I actually do find that it smudges quite a bit there. What I usually used this for was using a drier mascara and then going over top of my upper lashes with this. It's not that great to use on its own. It doesn't do that much. If you don't have trouble with this smudging, then yes, it would work well as a lower lash mascara because of the wand shape. But it's just kind of meh. I'll be getting to another Wet n Wild mascara at some point that I'll talk about, which I like a lot better. This is the Lush Bunny Moon Jelly Mask. I don't know if this is one of the containers that they let you bring back as part of their program where you bring a couple of containers back and then you get to choose. I think it's a free face mask. Anyway, their jelly face masks are really cool. They really do feel like a jelly. And what you do is you scoop a little bit out, you start rubbing it together like this in the palm of your hands, no water, and it forms a paste, and then you put that on your face and you let it kind of dry. It doesn't dry completely, which is nice, for about 10 to 15 minutes, and then you rinse it off. It is a clay mask, but like I said, it doesn't dry 100%, which is nice for me because I find that clay masks that dry down completely are very tightening and irritating for me. I have sensitive skin and I just don't like the feeling of that. So a mask like this is nice in that respect. And this one is meant for sensitive skin. It has moisturizing honey, calming rose, and sweet vanilla. I can still smell it in here. It's a very nice scent. It is a little bit powerful in terms of scent, but the type of scent that it is doesn't bother me personally, and I am quite sensitive. But it is more of like a floralish scent because of the rose. So if that bothers you, then definitely smell it ahead of time in a Lush store if you can. But it does feel really nice, and it did feel very calming on my skin. I would buy that again. This is the e.l.f. Intense Ink Eyeliner. This is a really big fat marker. So you're not going to get the most precise like wing application. It's more of a fat marker. I think this would be good to practice with if you were a beginner, because it's a little bit more stiff. You don't have to worry about anything wobbling around like a brush tip or even some felt tips. This isn't the blackest thing ever. It looks kind of black there, but keep in mind that this is towards the end of its life too, so it's not going to be fully opaque. I just found that it was a bit crumbly. Wasn't, like I said, wasn't 100% black. If you try to go over certain areas again, it would just kind of pick up on itself and wouldn't layer. So it's not the greatest thing ever. Also not the worst thing ever though. It's also very affordable, so if you do need something that you want to practice with, like I said, it's not a bad option, just not the best option. This is the Boscia Luminizing Black Mask. This is a charcoal mask, and this was a, what was it, like 100-point perk or something from Sephora? Or no, it was one of those online code deals. You type in a code and you get a free sample of something. So this is actually 1 full ounce, and this lasted a long time. So you put it on your face, it's completely black, and it dries down and you peel it off. It actually peels off really, really well. And I did find that this helped with breakouts. If I had a breakout that was kind of trying to come to the surface or had already come to the surface, this helped calm it down quite a bit. It doesn't really help with my issue of sebaceous filaments in this area, which they look like blackheads. They're not blackheads. So it doesn't help with that necessarily. It mostly just pulls out the little tiny hairs that you have on your nose, which like, you know, if you have a pore mask and you kind of turn it to the side, you just kind of see these little tiny things sticking up. They're mainly just small hairs. So yeah, I mostly saw it removing small hair from my face. It didn't do much to remove any actual blackheads or, like I said, sebaceous filaments. But it did help to calm some of my pimples down. That's what I was mainly using it for. That's why I think it lasted so long. And it's definitely not luminizing, so I'm not sure where they're getting that from, but I'd say it probably would work better on somebody with an oilier skin type than I have. If you do have a lot of acne issues, this might help with that. Probably not great for really dry skin, because it is something that dries down completely. This is the Annabelle Eye Makeup Remover Lotion. It's got aloe vera and cucumber extract, oil-free, hypoallergenic, paraben-free. It says it's supposed to have a quick and mess-free pump. So you're supposed to take like a cotton round and press it down on here. This pump is messy. That's the only thing I don't like about this, because it's a great eye makeup remover, but pressing down on this pump, I often found that it was squirting off in every direction. This is also a larger size. You'll notice it says it's 35% more than the normal size. The normal size is about this big. But it does cut through eye makeup, including waterproof makeup, really well. It's just that the pump is not the best. And it also can't reach everything at the bottom. Once you get down here, you're going to have to remove the cap and start pouring it out. But if you're okay with that, then I would absolutely recommend this, if you can get it in your country, because Anabel is a Canadian brand. Now this isn't actually empty. The formula has just gone bad. I don't know why. This is the NYX Liquid Suede Cream Lipstick in Run the World. I noticed with some of these, they start to leak at the top. And with this one, it's just gotten really, really watery. And this one from the start always just seemed a little off. It smells worse than the other ones in terms of it smells really paint-like. and it just it didn't sit on my lips the same way as the other ones did. So there's something different about this formula, probably because of the pigment. It was just very slippery. It was always very hard to apply, and it never 100% set down. So if I pressed my lips together like this too much, it would literally move around. The other ones don't. The other ones have a slight bit of tack to them to make them comfortable, but they don't move around. This one was always just kind of messy, and now that it became even more liquidy and it was kind of leaking, it was just not going to work. I tried to apply it the other day when I was doing my makeup for the Orphan Black video with Felix's makeup. I had after doing it on my eyes, I put some on my lips, and it just got all over my teeth. I felt like I was eating it. It was gross. So yeah, it's going bye-bye, but I might get another purple lipstick like this color in a different formula, maybe a bullet lipstick, because I love purple lipstick, and I only have one right now, but it's much darker and has glitter in it, and I don't wear glittery lipsticks like every day, right? So yeah, I might try and get just like a regular bullet purple lipstick. This is the Wet n Wild Max Volume Plus mascara. Now this is the Wet n Wild mascara I was talking about that I actually do like. So again, it has quite a flexible wand, but it's got a bit more of an hourglass shape where it flares. I do like the wand on this one, and it does work on its own, whereas the lengthening mascara just does not. And this one also layers on top of drier mascaras the same way as the lengthening one. I would buy this again. The only thing I noticed with this one is that it runs out much more quickly than a lot of other mascaras. So you'd definitely be running through it more like every month and a half to 2 months versus every 3 months. It's just not something to note, but it is a pretty good mascara. I have two lip balms. They're both from Purinata. This is their Peppermint and Cream, and their Vanilla. So this one was, I think, just limited edition for the holidays, and this one's a regular from their collection. They have different formulas, very different formulas. This one is much harder, and this one's much softer, and even the ingredients are much different. So this one has shea butter, it's got sunflower oil, beeswax, and vanilla, and vitamin E. And this one has sunflower oil, shea butter, jojoba oil, castor seed oil, candelilla wax, vitamin E, vanilla, and peppermint oil. So it's quite a bit different. And like I said, this one was so soft. This was the one that I had rolled up towards the end there, and it wouldn't go back down, so I had to physically remove it from the tube and put it into a small container and use it like that. This one, you roll it up, there's a tiny bit left in there, and it'll definitely go back down, but yeah, it's just something to note. They both stayed on the lips quite well, but this one being softer, it does come off a little bit quicker than this one. This one is a little bit thicker and adheres better. And I've been using their lip balm for years, their traditional formula, so I've got a couple in a drawer over there already, so obviously I would repurchase it. I already have. This is the Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer Cream. This is in my usual shade L1. I did remove the stopper on this, and I've cleared it out pretty well. Like I wasn't able to really scrape out any more off the sides, so I've considered it done. And I have another one already, so obviously it's a favorite. It's not going anywhere. This was a sample that came in the mail. I know it's not cruelty-free, but it just came in the mail. I don't know. It's an Aveeno Eczema Care Itch Relief Balm. I get eczema in the wintertime usually. This didn't do anything to help it. And frankly, the texture was kind of gross. So yeah, not interested. Not interested. I finished 2 of the ordinary hyaluronic acid 2% plus B5, and I'm on another one already. I think I've finished like 4 of these in total so far. I could be wrong about that. But yeah, I use this every single day. I've been using it every single day for at least a year, I want to say. Something like that. Yeah, at least once a day I use this. And it's really good. I used to have very dry skin. I don't anymore. I have normal skin, and I attribute that as one of the reasons. So it's definitely worth it. It's very affordable and it works. I know the owner is going through some stuff right now. I don't really feel comfortable commenting on that because I feel like there's some stuff going on that's personal that I don't really want to comment on, so I won't. This is the Kit Makeup Brush Cleanser. This is a Rexall house brand. They are cruelty-free. I've confirmed this with them. Their brush line, makeup brush line, is animal hair though, so that's not vegan, but all of their products, like skincare products and brush cleansing and everything like that, is not tested on animals. And this is very good for spot cleaning brushes. I have, however, purchased the Beauty Blender cleanser gel because I find that that's better at actually thoroughly cleaning things. These both have uses in my collection because this has alcohol in it and can actually kill bacteria. The cleansing gel doesn't have alcohol in it but can kind of deeper clean stains. So I kind of rotate between the two. I have another one of these that I'm already using, and this is under $10. There are quite a few brands that sell things like this, but this is one of the cheaper ones that I've found, and it does its job quite well. I found another sample. This is the Drunk Elephant Protini Polypeptide Cream. And I liked this cream less than the Lala Retro Wet Cream just because this had more of a tendency to sink in immediately and not give me really much hydration. This one would probably be better for combo or oily skin, whereas the other one would be better for normal to dry skin like me. And both of them sit well under makeup, though. I just find that the other one, while it does sink in, the Lala Retro does sink in, it just leaves me feeling hydrated, and this one doesn't. They're both out of my budget, though, so... This was a sample of the Lolita, is that how you say it? Lolita Almond Soothing Facial Lotion. This was really nice, actually. I really liked it. This came free in a well.ca order, and I don't think it had much of a scent to it. Very, very slight. I think it smells like an almond seed oil or a shea butter type of smell. Something really natural. And it didn't bother my skin at all. It was very, very thick and rich though, which I could see presenting a problem for oily skin. It might clog your pores a bit. Like, this is thicker than what I use on a regular basis, which is the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream. This is much richer than that. So this would probably be good in the winter time with really dry and irritated skin. I could see that this would be really nice then. I think this is in the $20 to $30 range for an ounce, so it's like not super expensive, but it's also not super cheap. This is the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. I've used this, like I always get samples of this. They always have it available. I find it kind of greasy, to be honest. It's not my favorite. It works fine as a silicone primer, but there are so many silicone primers out there now that I feel like you no longer have to use the Smashbox one. It was kind of the original, maybe, or one of the originals anyways. And a lot of people refer to it as an example of what a silicone primer should be because of that. But there's so many options at the drugstore now that I just don't really feel the need to spend my money on this one. I have one from Wet n Wild that is less greasy and feels like it does about the same thing for my skin. So I'd stick with that one personally, and I know e.l.f. has a ton of them too. The only thing with the e.l.f. ones is that they separate a little bit, unfortunately. But yeah, there's a lot of options these days, including NYX. I know Maybelline and CoverGirl and everything like that has them too, so yeah, it's just the basic silicone primer. This is another hand cream. This is the Holiday Spice Luxurious Hand Cream, Brompton and Langley for Northern Reflections. And this is made by the Upper Canada Soap Company. I don't actually know if this is cruelty-free or not. I would have to look it up. This was a Christmas gift from my mom. She bought a bunch of body care, skincare type of stuff for the both of us to share, and this was one of them. It smelled really nice. It had that sort of like Christmas type of spicy scent, if you know what I mean. Like, you know how there are a lot of candles out at that time of year and they just sort of have that smell to them, or even somehow old Christmas decorations get that scent on them. Please tell me you know what I mean. I'm not crazy, right? It smells like that. So it has a really familiar, very comforting scent that I really liked. And the cream itself was nice, but I like the cake hand creams better for the longevity of the hydration. This one felt like every time I would wash my hands, I would have to reapply it. Whereas the cake ones, I feel like they stick around longer. Yeah. Last two things. First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream. I cut the thing open to get every last bit out of here. So this was the 8-ounce size. This was my second one in this size. I'd had a smaller one before that, and now I have the giant one that they had for Black Friday, I think it was. It's something like 12 ounces for $19. It's huge, and it was so cheap, so I couldn't pass it up. But yeah, my skin loves this stuff, and it's honestly so affordable in comparison to so many other creams. So yeah, why not? Why not, right? If you find something that your skin really loves, you just stick with it. You really do. My mom uses that as well, and I know a few friends who love that line, so. And this is I Love Raspberry and Blackberry Bubble Bath and Shower Gel. And again, I don't know if this is cruelty-free or not. This appears to be from Hungary, though. Or it's made in Hungary for I Love Cosmetics Limited in Manchester, United Kingdom. So if they're following EU regulations, then technically it should be cruelty-free because I don't believe they're allowed to test on animals over there. But I would have to look it up again. This was another Christmas gift. There were 6 in a set that my mom and I split. We tend to split big body care gifts between us because we love the same things. It's always nice to have a mom to share similar interests with. And this one was really nice. It definitely had a very strong berry scent, which was really nice. And I also have a coconut one and a lime one, and the lime one kind of smells like creamsicles. It's awesome. So yeah, that is all of my empties, and now I have to put them in the trash because they're empty. They're done. I was holding on to them for this particular reason, and now I don't have a reason to keep them. If you have questions about any of the products I've shown, just leave a comment down below and I'll get back to you. I have to let you know that I am in the process of moving, so I may not have the same posting schedule for the next, I don't know how long. I'll try, but I don't know. So I just wanted to let you know that. I will probably update on my Instagram whether or not I'll be posting videos the same way or not. If you see a post on my Instagram that says no video, then you'll know, okay? Or I'll pin a comment on my most recent video and say there will be no upload on such and such a day. So I just wanted to let you know of that. Otherwise, I usually post Mondays and Fridays here on this channel in the afternoon Eastern time. I will try to keep with that. And if not, I know you'll understand. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.